welcome back to my channel. So if you saw the title of this video, you're probably like, girl, what are we going to be talking about today? Yes, in today's video, we are going to be talking about Roe versus Wade, aka the abortion bill, but not in the way that you might think. This video isn't about right versus wrong. This video isn't about what you should versus what you shouldn't do. At the end of the day, if you get cream pied by a man, whether you decide to let it bake or let it burn is completely and entirely up to you, and the one and the two has nothing to do with me, and therefore, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the suspicious nature of how the American people even came to know that the government was thinking about overturning the bill in the first place. So let's take it from the top. So Roe versus Wade was passed in 1973. This gave women the constitutional right to an abortion, and it also protected them from prosecution should they choose to do so. Get one, right? Now notice I said 1973. It is now 2022. If you're not quick on your feet with the math, that's about 49 years ago. So in my research, the first thing that was suspicious to me was, you guys had all this time, all these years, if you felt like, oh, we really care about the kids, oh, we really feel abortion is wrong, if that's how you really felt, it took you 49 years to finally have a meeting where you decided, oh yeah, we think we're going to draft it, we think we're going to change it. The other thing that was suspicious was, with all the issues plaguing America right now, that's the one you decided to focus on? We got homelessness at an all-time high because the cost of living is more expensive than it has ever been. We have racism running rampant in this country, not just between black and white people anymore. Everyone hates each other now. We have gas prices high, food prices high. We have student loans kicking people's asses. And you mean to tell me that they went and had a meeting and said, you know what? That's good. This is good stuff, and we're going to get to that. But you know what we really need to be worried about is these abortions. Really? There's no way. The second thing that was suspicious to me, and what the main topic of this video is about, is that the decision to draft the bill or change it or whatever, overturn it, that it was announced, aka leaked, before it had ever even been voted on, before a decision had ever even been made, right? So if you don't know what I'm talking about a week ago, it was leaked on a political blog site that the Supreme Court had a meeting to overturn Roe versus Wade. Now, first of all, that wasn't what the meeting was about. The meeting was just that they were saying they were going to draft it, make some type of change to it, right? Now, whether that change is to actually overturn it, that hadn't been decided at the time, right? So that was suspicious to me. The Supreme Court, if you didn't know, is only made up of 9 people. There are only 9 people in the entire Supreme Court of the United States. Now, if we're in a meeting and there are only 9 of us, and somehow the contents of that meeting end up outside of that meeting, it shouldn't be that hard to find out where it came from because there's only 9 of us. We haven't even cracked the double digits. There's only 9 of us. When asked about the leak, in my research, the Supreme Court made a statement saying that they had launched their own internal investigation headed by the court martial. Now follow me. If you don't know what the court martial is the judicial system used by the military. It is for when people in the military commit crimes. They don't go to regular civilian court like the rest of us. They get court-martialed. You mean to tell me that the contents of a confidential meeting with the Supreme Court were just leaked as if it was a mixtape single? And the investigation is not being led by the FBI, the CIA, a special group of government investigators. No, it's being led by the court martial. That let me know this was not a leak. Because if this was a real leak, there would be a real investigation. What is the court martial doing? Like, what are they doing? That let me know this is not a leak. This was an elaborate announcement disguised as a leak. Number one, the government doesn't tell us anything. They don't tell us anything. They go in their rooms, they have their meetings, they make their decisions, they sign off on things, and then they tell us. Then they release it to the public. They don't tell it. Never before has the government said, oh, hey, yeah, we're going to do this. We haven't done it yet, but we're going to do it. They don't tell us that. They come out and say, hey, we did it and it's done. And you can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. They already decided. So the fact that this was leaked when we've never had something as serious as this be leaked before, it was suspicious to me. And as I was reading it, I was thinking to myself, is anyone else noticing this? Is it because we have people over here arguing about the abortion itself when I feel like that's really not the issue. So I started to research up the controversial nature of the leak, and I came across an article that actually addressed that about 6 days ago, kind of roughly right after the initial leak happened. Another political blog actually posted their own article, kind of running down the entire situation, what Roe versus Wade is and how it's such a monumental decision and, this, that, and blah, blah, blah. But there was specifically a quote within the article that I feel like validified what I was feeling at that time. And the quote reads, "No decision to draft a bill in the history of modern court has been publicly disclosed while the case was still pending." That let me know. That let me know right there. This is not about abortion. This is not about abortion. This is about control. Now follow me. Follow me. Put your thinking cap on and follow me. This is not about whether they feel like it's right versus wrong. This is about them controlling the people. If they really thought it was that bad, they would have been changed it. They would have been changed it. It's been a law for 49 years. So it's not about whether they feel now that it's legal versus illegal. It's about, first we said you could, now we say you can't. What you gonna do about it? That's what it's about. The government wants you to know that they gave you the right. They can just as easily take it away. That's what this is. That's what it's about for me. And even more than just controlling the law, look how they control the American people's emotion with even just the mention that they were gonna do something before they ever even did it. They controlled the entire narrative by saying that the bill had been overturned before it had ever even been voted on. And people, they don't notice that. They so blinded by how controversial, by how emotional the issue is, they don't even see all of these inconsistencies with the government that they playing right in our faces. And that led me to find the art piece that I'm going to use for this video. Once the control aspect became apparent to me, I was like, oh, this is about something way bigger than just abortions, right? And I ended up finding this poster that says, if I was meant to be controlled, I would have come with a remote. I felt like that was really fun and really cute, but I also felt like it tapped into what I feel to be the real issue when it comes to whether this abortion bill gets overturned or not. And that is that you cannot control people with laws. You just can't. We have all types of laws in place in this country, and yet and still they get broken. If you didn't know, laws are not because the government cares about us. No, laws are put in place to control society, to keep people into the confines of a certain humanity, so that we don't just wake up every day and rape and murder and decimate and completely destroy humanity until there's no one left on the planet. That's what laws are for. And yet and still, people break them. Murder is illegal, people still get popped. Theft is illegal, and people walk out of the store every day with stuff they didn't pay for. And you think, no, let me ask you this. Knowing that, you think that they think that realistically, oh, if we make abortions illegal, they just won't have them. If you think that's what they think, baby, you just lost in the sauce. And I can't help you, because that's not true. That's not true. And that's not what this is about. Oh, people are going to have them. And in my opinion, you better give people a safe way to do it. Because if these people have to start doing it on their own, baby, it's going to be looking real jigsaw up in here. Okay. It's going to be bad. Like, it's going to be a jungle up in here for real. Like, you need to give people a safe outlet to just do what they feel like they need to do and move on. Like, because it's going to get crazy. Like, if they do overturn it, it's going to get crazy. But that's all I got to say about it. That's all I got to say about it, honey. Do whatever you feel like you need to do. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need to make a decision and, people going to turn their back on you or you're not going to have no friends, I'll be your friend. We could be friends, girl. Okay? Do what you need to do. So if you like this video, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. I will ask that if you do leave a comment, try to keep it respectful. I know that this issue is really emotional, and I know that people really have strong feelings about what they feel people should or should not do. And that's totally fine, as is your right, as is your prerogative to have opinions. But if you're going to voice them, if you're going to share them among a group with others, then just try to keep it respectful. And so with that said, I will see you guys in the next video.